He's decided to enjoy his retirement after many, many years of teaching with our board. He started, I had to do some digging about this, Mr. Voros, but he started in 1979. So that's a grand total of 32 years of teaching. He's been at a bunch of different schools. Correct me if I'm wrong, mostly all high schools, correct? Yeah, so he's been in schools for many, many years, and he's seen the changes throughout all those years in terms of what it needs to be taught in the classroom, and also, you know, where the students are at when he gets them in grade 9, and he's able to see them through to the end. So he's had a lot of cycles of kids go through his music departments over the years, and for all those 32 years, he's proven himself to be very, very accomplished, won many awards along the way. And I'm not going to take up too much time, only to say this, that Mr. Voros is very a strong believer in all of the extra qualities that come from studying music. Okay, we're going to go through, and many of these guys that you see before you will be done at the end of this year. They're moving on to other things. Now, whether or not they continue playing music after they leave Chaminade, some will, some won't. Some might study it at post-secondary, some might not. And of course, sitting in these chairs and going through all of the rehearsals and all of the practice and all of the dedication that they put forward to get ready for something like this will help them, as we all know, in whatever field they end up in after school. So I know he's a big believer in that, in responsibility, dedication. He's always talking about a solid work ethic, and I think that's what he's really tried to pull out from all of his students over these many years. So I think he deserves a nice big round of applause. I'm going to pass the mic over to young Daniel Bertolini. He has some things to say. And then we'll see if there's time for Mr. Voros to talk. I don't know.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the entire Chaminade Concert Band, I would like to invite Vince Concerto to come to the front, please. So when the senior students heard that Mr. Voros was retiring this year, the Christmas concert, we had to get him something, and it's not that we had to, we wanted to. Yes, we spent 4 years with him in his classes, learning his jokes that he'd repeat every single day. I hope it fits. And now I think it's Mr. Voros' turn to say something.
Well, thank you very much. I've taken the liberty, and I've waited a long time for this, 33 in a few months, 33 years in a few months. So I'm going to ask you, I've prepared a small speech, and I'd like to say welcome to the 45th annual concert. I stand before you honored, humbled, and grateful beyond words at my good fortune to have taught the last third of my career at such a marvelous school. A school with a long and prestigious history of academic excellence, spiritual development, and a deep, strong commitment to all aspects of a well-rounded and balanced education, namely arts, sciences, and athletics. And here I am, some 33 years and over 6,000 students later. If you multiply 33 by about 200 students a year, I think that's about 6,000. Realizing that this chapter and its final chords are here. When I was interviewed for the position of head of music and band director some 12 years ago, and the interview was about to end, I was asked the closing question: what could I bring to the school beyond the education, expertise, and experience that was in my resume? I thought carefully and stated that I would solemnly promise to commit to maintain the stellar reputation of the music department and the Chaminade Concert Band. And I would do so by showcasing the band at every possible performance opportunity, liturgies, concerts, competitions, tours within the province and outside of the province. And to the Chaminade community, and subsequently the board. And in doing so, make it a continuing source of pride, respect, and prestige. As the torch was passed to me 12 years ago, I will very soon pass the torch to my successor, Mr. Ben Chevry, whose work you've already witnessed and heard here today. An alumnus of Chaminade in '95 and a graduate of University of Music Education in 2000. And Ben, I hope I've got the dates right. He embodies all that Chaminade stands for. He's strong of character, deep in faith, kind, compassionate, industrious, noble, and patient. In other words, he's just an all-around good guy. I would be remiss if I did not say at least a few words about the students of Chaminade in general, and the fine young musicians of the Chaminade concert behind me in particular. At Chaminade, it's well accepted that we teach the boys that they are a brotherhood, that they are expected to look out for their brothers, especially the younger ones, to help each other along the way, and to be strong and kind in doing so. When music students first appear in my classes, they are introduced to the famous Chaminade agenda book, which contains pages and pages of stuff to help them organize and manage their time, as well as to follow the expectations of the school. But beyond that, they also learn Mr. V's 4 B's. The first one, be in uniform. The way you wear the school uniform is the impression you leave with others and that of the school. Be on time. The first sign of genius is to show up. Be polite. Use the golden words. Please, thank you, yes sir, no sir, yes miss, no miss. And also try to perform one random act of kindness to anyone you meet in school or out. Finally, be prepared. Work hard. You boys full well know the quality that I dislike the most, and it is laziness. So the harder you work, I believe, the luckier you'll get. And also remember that a mind is a terrible thing to waste. So now in closing, some thank yous are in order. Thank you, boys, for being so good. Thank you, Ben Chevry, for being there. Thank you, parents, for your wonderful, patient, and loving work. It can't be easy, especially nowadays. You can be so proud of the boys. Thank you, everyone at Chaminade, faculty, administration, and the wonderful custodial staff. Thank you for a glorious time here. For all that you have been and done, I am so grateful. I will now close by sharing with you a very small quote from the German existentialist Friedrich Nietzsche. Life without music is a mistake. So goodbye, and may God bless.
Thank you very much, Mr. Voros. Very kind words and something definitely to think about. I just want to, just because the guys were really good in all pitching in for the gifts, the wonderful gifts that Mr. Voros got. He looks pretty sharp in that, by the way. We didn't really get to do the other things. There's two more things, and we'll do this one first. It's no secret that Mr. Voros likes a good tipple, so there's something that he can do with you know, as he wishes. Nice bottle of single malt.
I love scotch.
Okay. And they also wanted me to get one of these for you. This is a gift card for the keg, so something that you and Joan can enjoy when you know, to kind of kick off the retirement. So those were all three things were contributed by the guys in the bank. And we'll just have one more quick thing before Mr. Voros conducts the final piece for today. Mr. Santino just wanted to do some thank yous.
Thank you. I'll just be very brief. I just wanted to congratulate Mr. Voros and all the time and effort he's put in with the band, and on behalf of the staff and the board, I'd like to thank him for his tremendous work. And now that he's retired, I think we expect the Stanley Cup here a little sooner. He's going to be available for Brian Burke to help him out in the next little while. And the C stands for conductor. Is that? That's what, okay. And on